What's up, everyone? This is Justin. Welcome to my channel. A little bit about myself. I love the stock market, I love trading, and making a few bucks for retirement. What I don't love are financial advisors and experts who overcomplicate the markets and, quite frankly, waste a lot of time on crap that we don't need. So here's the goal of this channel. I'm going to have a quick weekly overview of market moves, the biggest news headline of the week, and some fun news to end it all. So here we go. A little bit about the weekly numbers. They are calculated from Friday close to Friday close. So the Dow Jones goes from 28,256 to 29,102. Good for a 3% increase on the week. S&P 500 went from 32.25 to 33.27, about 100 points, which is good for 3.17%. And the Nasdaq, the big winner on the week, up 4.04%, going from 91.51, we'll call it, to 95.20. Headline of the week, Tesla. The stock was at $176.99 on June 2nd of last year. This Tuesday, it got all the way up to $968.99. That's quintupling over this 8 months. Is this stock rise justified? And what's the cause for it? There are a lot of theories floating out there, like electric cars are the future, and in addition to these electric cars, Tesla is also going to expand to home energy, and it'll be the biggest company in the world in just a few years. I'm going to give you my theory on what's going on. I don't think electric cars are the future, first off. I think that charging them takes too long. If you think about it, it takes you maybe 5 minutes to pump gas. And electric cars, a full tank or battery charge, whatever you call it, it's going to take you about 30 minutes. You can't go on any road trips with those right now. If anything, I think solar panel cars could be the future. Now, those aren't even really made yet, except for, I believe, Hyundai has one in the works. But I think this electric car thing is just overhyped. Now, what I do think is driving the stock increase are Chinese retail investors. If you think about it, Elon Musk made an appearance at a Shanghai Tesla factory in early January. After that, that's when the stock really took off. And because of the coronavirus, many people are unable to work. They're stuck at home. And what do you do when you are stuck at home, unable to work, and want to make some money? You chase Tesla stock. I mean, there's a reason why the biggest casinos are near China. And if you think about it, those casinos are now closed. So, anyway, that's my theory on what's going on. Now, market cap is basically how much traders think each company is worth over the open market. Tesla is at $134.8 billion, with GM at 48.1 and Ford at 32.4. So basically, people think that Tesla is worth double Ford and GM combined. Now, is that reasonable? Well, let's take a look at cars sold. Tesla sold 367,500 cars in 2019. GM was at 2.9 million and Ford was at 1.36 million. So basically, Tesla sold 1/12 of the cars of GM and Ford, yet it's worth double those two companies combined. Taking a look at the forward PE, which is, I guess, an oversimplified way of explaining it, is how much investors expect the company to grow earnings over the next year. Tesla's at 82.1, GM is at 5.7, and Ford is at 7.5. So people do expect Tesla to grow, which I do believe is justified. But for GM and Ford to really not go anywhere, I don't know about that. This leads me to my recommendation on which stock to buy, and it's not Tesla. It's actually GM. In addition to being more reasonably valued and with lower expectations than Tesla, I think GM is also at a point on its chart where it can definitely look to bounce. As you can see, $33 has held fairly well over the past year, and it looks like the stock wants to bounce off of it again. Now, I'm not suggesting you hold on to this stock forever, as you can see here that there's definitely been a downtrend for the past few months. But I am saying that you can probably get a 10% gain right now, coming in at around $33.63, $33.50, and cashing out around $36. That's not a bad trade to make for the next, we'll say a couple of months. GM also won't move as violently as Tesla for those of us that don't like to see our investments go down 20% in a day. GM also has a dividend that you can collect while you're waiting for the stock to go up for you. And I'd like to conclude with our fun news for the week. As you can see, there was a kangaroo spotted in Florida this week near Miami. The link to the Instagram page is below if you'd like to watch the full video. But this is a real kangaroo. For some reason, it was spotted just bouncing, hopping across the road in Florida. A spokeswoman for the Miami Zoo says that they are not missing any kangaroos. And also, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said that there were no records of anyone who lives in the area being issued a permit to legally own a kangaroo. So nobody really knows where this kangaroo came from, where it escaped from, if it's even legally in the United States. the same week that we hear about this kangaroo hopping around in Florida, a New Mexico couple is facing charges for illegally importing exotic animals, including a mountain lion and a kangaroo, for film productions in New Mexico. These guys are facing multiple charges of unlawful importation of a non-domestic live animal after the New Mexico Department of Fish and Game agents raided their home in December of 2018. So this is not the same kangaroo. However, we have two headlines involving kangaroos in the United States in the same week. So that's going to do it for the show this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely am new to this, so please leave me some comments about what I can do better, what you guys would like to see, what stocks you'd like me to analyze, anything investment related you'd like me to take a deeper look at. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next week.